In the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and most merciful. My name is Arij Fatma from Department of BS Chemistry. My ID is 001 and this is the presentation of organic chemistry. Here I am going to present the third topic, which is Jacobson epoxidation reaction. Here I am going to present its introduction, reaction, history, reaction mechanism, and its applications. So first move towards its introduction. The Jacobson epoxidation, sometimes also referred to as Jacobson-Kitsoki epoxidation, is a chemical reaction which allows enantioselective epoxidation of unfunctionalized alkyl and aryl substituted alkanes. It is complementary to Sharpless epoxidation. The Jacobson epoxidation gains its stereoselectivity from a carbon to symmetric manganese 3 selenite ligand, which is used in catalytic amounts. The manganese atom transfers an oxygen atom from chlorine bleach or similar oxidant. Here is the reaction of Jacobson epoxidation, um, in which Jacobson catalyst aqueous NaOCl is used, and in this reaction R represent the aryl alkyl, alkyl group and R1 bulky alkyl group. Next, move towards its history. In the early 1990s, Jacobson and Katsuki independently released their initial findings about their catalyst for enantioselective selective epoxidation of isolated alkenes. In 1991, Jacobson published work where he attempted to perfect the catalyst. He was able to obtain values above 90% for variety of ligands. Also, the amount of catalyst used was no more than 15% of amount of alkane used in reaction. Jacobson epoxidation reaction named after Eric N. Jacobson, and this is the type of ring forming reaction. Here this is the structure of Jacobson catalyst. Next, move towards its general features. The degree of enantiomer selectivity depends on numerous factors, namely the structure of alkene, the nature of the axial donor ligand on active oxomanganese species, and the reaction temperature. Cyclic and acyclic cis-1,2 disubstituted alkanes are epoxidized with almost 100% enantiomer selectivity, whereas trans 1,2 disubstituted alkanes are poor substrates for Jacobson's catalyst, but yet give higher enantiomer selectivities when Katsuki's catalysts are used. Furthermore, the enantiomer selective epoxidation of conjugated dienes is much higher than that of the non-conjugated dienes. Here is the reaction mechanism. The mechanism of Jacobson-Katsuki epoxidation is not fully understood, but most likely a manganese in the form of 5 oxidation state species similar to the ferrile intermediates of cytochrome of P450 is the reactive intermediate which is formed upon the oxidation of manganese in the form of 3 oxidation state silane complex. So there are three major pathways for this reaction: the concerted pathway, the metalloxytane pathway, and the third is radical pathway. The most accepted mechanism is the concerted pathway mechanism. Here we will also discuss the concerted pathway mechanism. So after the formation of manganese 5 complex, the catalyst is activated and therefore can form epoxides with alkanes. The alkene comes in from the top on approach above the plane of catalyst, and the oxygen atom now is bonded to two carbon atoms and it's still bonded to manganese metal. Then the manganese and oxygen bond breaks and the epoxide is formed. The manganese 3 silane complex is regenerated, which can then be oxidized again to form manganese 5 complex. So the radical intermediates accounts for formation of mixed epoxides when conjugated ions are used as substrates. So at last we will discuss about its applications. The Jacobson epoxidation methodology has not found such a large industrial use compared to hydrolysis resolution method. However, the methodology does allow for high stereoselectivity with cis alkanes and no adjacent functionality is required. One application of asymmetric oxidation was in synthesis of potassium channel opener by Fischer with Jacobson's. The oxidant was also used to oxidize the sulfide at the same time. That's all from my side. Thank you.